Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the second PUC practical session. So, in this video session, we'll see about the next experiment. So, the experiment number 2, that is for you, the comparison of EMFs of two cells. The name of the experiment is comparison of EMF of two cells. So, here we have to compare the EMF of the two cells by using potentiometer. Okay. Now, let us see the aim of the experiments. Comparison of the EMF of two given cells using potentiometer. So, we have to use the potentiometer to compare the EMF of the two cells. So, in our theory discussions, we already discussed about the uses of a potentiometer. Potentiometer can be used to compare a EMF of a two cells and also to find the internal resistance of a cell. So, here in this experiments, we are going to discuss about the comparison of EMF of given two cells. Okay. So, what all the apparatus required? Let us see that one. Potentiometer, a battery, given two cells, any two cells. Usually we are using the Leclanché cell and Daniell cells for comparison of EMF of two cells. But here I am using a dry cells, okay, two dry cells, okay, and galvanometer and two-way key, rheostat and plug key, These are the apparatus required for this experiments. Okay. Next, we have to see the principle of the experiment. So, this experiment works on which principle? So, for your final experimental examinations, that means practical examinations, the principal formula is an important. This will carry 2 marks, this one also carries 2 marks. And however, the circuit diagram 2 marks, observation, the blank observations and the tabular column carries 2 marks. Okay. Now, let us see the principle of this experiments. The principle of potentiometer is, when a steady current flows through a conducting wire of uniform thickness, potential difference between any 2 points on it is directly proportional to the length of the wire between those 2 points. So, we already discussed this in a theory part. So, just recall that when a steady current flows through a conducting wire of uniform thickness, we have an uniform thickness of a wire is there. Steady current is flowing through that wire, and if you have to take any 2 points on that wires, so the potential difference between that 2 points of the wire is directly proportional to the length of the wire between those 2 points. Length of the wire between those 2 points. Okay. The next is the formula of the experiment. Which formula is used in this experiments? So, the formula is the ratio of EMFs of the cells. The ratio of EMFs of the cells, that is E1 divided by E2 is equals to L1 divided by L2. E1 indicates EMF of the cell 1, E2 indicates EMF of the cell 2. L1 is the balancing length for the cell 1, L2 is the balancing length for the cell 2. So, this is about the formula of this experiment. Okay. Next, we move on to the circuit diagrams. So, here based on that apparatus, so we have to arrange the apparatus as per the circuit diagram. That is, battery is placed here, plug key and a rheostat, and the potentiometer, PQ indicates that the potentiometer wire, and E1 indicates the cell 1, E2 indicates the cell 2. and this points, 3 points indicates that two-way key, the G indicates that galvanometer, and here this will be the slider, the point C, where the point C contacted, so that is slider. Okay, now we will move on to that apparatus. Whatever the apparatus are there, let us see that one. This will be the power supply or a battery. Okay, for using the larger variations, this is for the fine variations. By using these two knobs, you can fix the potential in this. Okay, now here this will be the switch, the power on and off. Now I have to do the power on, right? So by varying this knobs, I can set the potential. Usually the potential required is 2 volt. For a battery, potential required is 2 volt. Okay, by using the fine knob, we can set for the potential. Yeah. Okay, so like this you have to set the potential. It's okay with that. If it is fluctuation 1.99 or 2, it's okay, no problem. So this will be the terminal is negative terminal of the battery. This is the positive terminal of the battery. It's already indicated, output negative and here positive. Okay, so this is a battery. So battery is required. Next, which is plug key. Okay, so this will be the plug key. So key is there. So now the key is open. I hope you have you can easily saw the gap between these two terminals. If I close this key, now circuit will be just like a closed circuit. Switch on, switch off and switch on state. Now it is a switch off state and it's a switch on state. I hope I already explained this. So this is the galvanometer. Okay, galvanometer is required for this experiments to get deflections. Now to balance the network, so we need this galvanometer. Here whatever the thing you observe, this G indicates that a galvanometer. So in the previous experiment we saw that ammeter and voltmeter. Now in this experiment you can see here G. Okay, similarly here two terminals are there, usually two terminals. Okay, and in that galvanometer one speciality is the pointer is at the center, means pointer is in the middle, that means 0 is in the middle. So either sides we have deflections readings 10, 20, 30. That will be the deflections, or we can say that in terms of divisions we are measuring. Here also in the left side also 10 to 30, because the galvanometer is a device which is used to detect the current in the circuits or in the direction of the current in the circuits. If the current is flowing from in this directions, so the needle will be moving right side, and the current is moving from the negative to this positive. The mention here it is negative, here it is positive. So from here to here the current is flowing, means the deflection of the needle or a pointer is in the left side. Okay, so this is a galvanometer. So this is another apparatus, the name two-way key. Here two-way key is having a just like a plug key itself, but it has two plugs. We can place two keys here. Okay, and which has having three terminals. We can connect three wires here. Okay, cell 1 negative is connected to one end, means cell 2 negative is connected to another end. From the middle to that galvanometer according to the circuit diagram. Okay, so this is a two-way key. Next is rheostat, which is a rheostat. I hope we already know there are two lower ends and one will be the upper end. Okay, by varying this we can adjust the current through the circuit. So this is rheostat, and this will be the slider. So you have to connect this one end of this slider to the galvanometer negative, and the positive will be just like connected to the two-way key, and for this end will be open just like we have to move over a wire in a potentiometer. Okay, and instead of a Daniell cell and Leclanché cell, here I am using dry cells. The two dry cells are there. So I hope you can observe here, this will be the positive terminal and this will be the negative terminal of the battery. Okay, this side will be the positive terminal, this side will be the negative terminal. So these are the two cells. Now we are going to compare the EMF of these two cells. Okay, and this is the potentiometer. So this will be the potentiometer having two terminals in between the 400 meter wires. So this is, if you consider P means this will be Q, or vice versa. Okay, if it is P means it start from here, so till that end 100 meter, next 200, 300, and if it is come back it will be 400. So you can measure the balancing length by using this meter scale which is attached to this plate. Okay, now we have a potentiometer like this till this end it will come. So one wire will be 100 and next one will be 200 and 300 and 400, total 400. Okay, or 4 meter wire. Now let us see the connections, how to do the connections based on that circuit diagram. Here the circuit diagram is simple circuit diagram. Usually I hope you know how to do the connections and all. The simplest form of circuit diagram is this one, because a battery positive is connected to the P, that means one end of the potentiometer wire, and P and Q are already connected. Connected means it's a wire, so another end of the wire, that is Q. So from the Q to rheostat upper end, I already explained, the arrow mark indicates that upper end of the rheostat, one lower end will be open, another lower end to the plug key, and plug key to the battery negative. So that will complete one loop. Okay, next from the same point or from the same end of the potentiometer where battery positive is connected, from that end is connected to a cell 1 positive as well as cell 2 positive. So you have to take two wires, and one wire is connected to the cell 1 positive and another one wire also connected to the cell 2 positive, and the cell negative is connected to the one end of the two-way keys, and the negative of the cell 2 is connected another end of the two-way key. From the middle terminal of the two-way key to the galvanometer, any one end of the galvanometer, another end of the galvanometer to a slider. So this will be the circuit diagram. Okay, now after that we have to plot the tabular column, observation or tabular column. Here minimum 1 or 2 trials we have to do. The balancing length L1 in centimeter, that means for a cell 1. Balancing length L2 in centimeter, that is for a cell 2. Next we have to take a ratios of L1 and L2, then we will get the ratios of EMF, E1 divided by E2. So from this we can easily understand that if L1 by L2 ratios if L1 by L2 ratios are greater than 1, if L1 by L2 ratios are greater than 1, then we can easily say that EMF of the cell 1 is greater than EMF of the cell 2. If the ratios of L1 divided by L2 is less than 1, then we can say that EMF of the cell 1 is lesser than the EMF of the cell 2. So that is the comparison of EMF of that two cells. So which one is having a high potential, high EMF, and which one is having a low EMF. Okay, we have to go for the procedure, how to do the experiments. Okay, now let us see the procedure. The circuit connections are made as shown in the circuit diagram. The next, the key K is closed and two-way key is connected to the cell E1. The circuit is checked for opposite deflection by placing jockey at the two ends of the wire PQ alternatively. The jockey is moved on the potentiometer wire from P towards the end Q till the galvanometer shows zero deflection. The balancing length L1 is measured. The two-way key is disconnected from the cell E1 and connected to the cell E2. The balancing length L2 is measured. The ratio of E1 by E2 is calculated using the formula E1 by E2 is equals to L1 by L2. So the next, the experiment is repeated by shifting the contact point of rheostat, and average value of ratio of EMFs of the cells is found. Now let us note down the balancing length L1 and L2. After taking 3 trials, we have to do the calculation by using the formula E1 divided by E2 is equals to L1 divided by L2, and average value of E1 divided by E2 has to be calculated, and finally note down the results.